Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining. Please excuse any background noises other than the birds. I am next to some landscaping crew. It is very, very beautiful out here, though, peaceful and serenity. You guys know my slogan, growth is inevitable with understanding, life experience, and knowledge. I am going to be going over a poem that I wrote last night. I'm going to be featuring um, a lot of my artwork and a lot of bodies of work. So this is just a little something I did last night. It's called Now I Know and So Do You. Okay? Please forgive my lack of eye contact. I'm going to be reading off of my laptop, going back and forth, so you all can get a good description. Give me 1 second while I allow people to walk past so there is no interruptions. Again, the poem is called Now I Know and So Do You. Now I know and so do you. I do not like to say if I knew what I know now that I would do things differently. I do not like to say if I could do it again, I would, because what would change? I ask myself all the time, if there was a cure for HIV, would I take it? For what? To contract it again? I'd rather know my status than be paranoid every time I had sex with someone in which is now absent in my life. Focusing on myself, my skin, my hair, my lips, my eyes, while loving on me. Now I know. I have learned from my mistakes, and I would not take back not one piece of my life, not one piece, because now I know. I would not take back the mistakes in which I made, because they shaped and molded me into this powerful, knowledgeable figure that you are now listening to. I now know who I am. I would not take back the sexual contact with a previous best friend that may have been the one to contract me with HIV. Being in their life helped me and helped them. Now I know. I would not take back the sexual contact that I intentionally had with a person who had HIV and whom were HIV positive in the past at an age where consequences and diseases meant nothing to me, being naive and even gullible to want to engage in sex due to the physical, ignoring the side effects of you. Now I know. I would not take back the third person that could have given me HIV whom resided in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, carrying a name for themselves in which they used their platform in the wrong manner to gain sexual partners. All young ages in which he was known for giving the HIV virus to whomever he came into contact with and had no remorse. Now I know. Do not allow this course of action to lead you to feel sorry for me. Now I know. It has not been a curse yet a blessing, as a blemish could appear on my body, let alone a mole that did not look natural, and all I had to do is go get it checked out. And it was taken care of by the doctors. STDs that I brought on myself eradicated immediately, no pay, dentist appointments, done, physicals, done, medicine, paid, housing, paid. Now I know. Of course, with assistance from myself, because if you don't help yourself, who will? Yes, things are different now on the surface, yet I am remaining to take care of myself with addictions of marijuana and tobacco, as I experienced withdrawal in the past week after deciding to cease. Now I know. At 31, I feel great. I now love me, and now I know. I did not know before. My mother and one of my first cousins told me to my face to love myself, and I thought that was the stupidest fucking comment ever. How can one not love themselves? Now I know. I did not love myself if I was allowing multiple strangers on a daily enter my soul, taking my soul and advantage of me. Yes, all intentional, as I took something from them. Now I know. It was like a game to get them in and out just so the next one could come, literally and physically. Now I know. Continuing with a history and atrocious track record of syphilis and the reinfection thereof 3 different times. One being a time I literally did not even recall and or remembered, so that caught one off guard as the hairs fell from my head in the shower, as if I were living the scary movie The Ring or The Grudge. Now I know. Syphilis being the one who brought attention to the HIV virus. Now I knew. Thereafter, exposure to gonorrhea with a text message from the partner while I was in church to get checked out because he was experiencing a drip. Yet one knew what he had prior to me, yet not caring or knowing I engaged, and so did he, regardless of the timestamp on the situation. Presumed he, in fact, was the one whom carried the STD. Moreover, not important. I was exposed. Now I knew. Leaving New Jersey and all my past and dirt allowed me to regain my strength as I took off running. Running where? Away from myself. As I continued to do the same things that I was doing since the age of 11 on a scale that was borderline. To whom is a sex addict, married men, down low guys, involvement in the porn industry, digging a hole that was bigger than me and deeper than 6 feet under. I was preparing my own grave. I now knew it was time to turn away from a lifestyle of promiscuity. I did it and had been celibate from the acts and behaviors of sexual contact with anyone, passing a year plus now, which is an applause for me. You do not have to I now know who I am, where I am going, and to yonder it is, as they sing in gospel. I am going up to yonder, and I currently stand with him whom made the skies and the stars. You can believe in what you want. An explosion named the Big Bang to place the stars and the moon in the sky. Yes, scientists still do not understand the works and cannot control climate that we call Mother Nature. I now know. This is for you, so the thoughts that one may have mean nothing to me. Excuse me, this is not for you, so the thoughts that one may have mean nothing to me. The judgments mean nothing to me, for only my God can judge me. Now I know. What are your skeletons, and have you faced them? Moreover, continuing, I figured if I was going to be a multiple statistic, then I might as well be a good one. I am an African American male raised by a single parent. Statistic. I am known no matter what I decide to do in my personal life. One will always look at me with perceptions and judgments of a black gay male no matter what I am doing on the surface. But I will take that. Moreover, statistic. I am HIV positive for now over approaching 14 years. Statistic. Excuse me, guys. There's ants and bugs, which is the beautiful thing about nature. Continuing. So I said, fuck that and fuck them. I do and I have always did what the fuck I wanted to do. I created it for myself. My associate's degree in culinary. Now you know. My craft and art of food and the love and the connection I reach to people on a daily basis. Now you know. My master's degree in business administration management. Now you know. My bachelor's degree in business administration with an underlining of entrepreneurship that has been embedded in me since I was young. Now you know. I have always desired children. I have always wanted a daughter, yet when I was young, I would wish a girl on my mother, as she said, you better wish one on your brother, and which came true later, and I thank God for my niece and all my nephews. not knowing that God already had my sisters hidden away and gifted to me later in my years through my father's side, in which I learned and built a connection with my latter years. Now I knew. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Now I know. Your latter will be your greater than your past. I'm going to say it again the correct way. Your latter will be greater than your past. Now I know, and so do you. Your latter will be greater than your past. Thank you for watching, guys. Poem by Kareem Talvon Hutchinson. Now I know, and so do you. Thank you for watching. Come back soon. Be encouraged. Be entertained. Stay educated. Life and growth is inevitable with life experiences, knowledge, and understanding.